So I'm here now with Christian Appleford, who's the assistant manager at Bury Town, our first opponents for this season coming up. Christian, thanks first of all for taking the time to talk to us.
No problems.
Yeah, okay. Can I just ask you first, I mean, last year you had a pretty good season, didn't you? You didn't quite make it to the playoffs. I mean, how did it go generally?
Yeah, I mean, we were pleased to finish where we finished at the end of the season because we had a very small squad and a relatively inexperienced and young squad. So how we finished the season was good. We, as I say, we just missed out on the playoff, only about 4 or 5 points out of it. So you know, just missed out. But it was a strong season, and we finished with a cup final as well. Disappointing to lose that, of course, but I think we gave a good account of ourselves. So we were pleased with how we played, and you know, we played some good football, scored some good goals. So it was pleasing from that aspect.
And what about your pre-season? What's that been like for you?
I would say it's been mixed in results terms, but actually positive in the sense of how we've played. We've actually played some really good football. We've brought a few good younger players in as well. We've had a bit of a sort of revamp. You know, we've had 3 players move on. So we've brought some new players in. They're fitted in really well, but say results are mixed. But you know, I've been involved in pre-seasons where I've won every game and lost the first game of the season. So you know, results aren't really important at this point. It is about, you know, integrating those new players and getting used to our system, how we work, how we train, how we play, and you know, hopefully it'll be ready for that first game.
What's your expectation really for the year ahead for Bury?
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to think that we should be looking at hitting the playoffs. That's certainly our aim. We're ambitious, you know. Ben Chenery, the manager, he's ambitious as well. He's got an ambitious sort of management side around him, and the players there are all hungry and ambitious. And we want to go that step further than we did last year. You know, we've worked really hard to rebuild. Ben's done a lot of great work there, and we've really put a lot of foundations in now. And you know, we're really developing now, moving forwards. And as I say, we've got good, young, hungry players who want to be at the club and want to play well, and they're playing some good football. And hopefully we can just take that extra step now next season.
Yeah. So, who do you fancy for this coming season? Who's going to win it?
You'll have the teams like Coggeshall who have come up. I think they've strengthened and they've kept majority of good players. They'll be strong. And the lads they've brought in, they've taken one of our lads, Tevin Allen, as well. So he'll be experienced in this league. You know, teams like Haybridge and that will be strong. So, you know, you can't look past them. There's always a surprise. You know, Malden will be strong in there. They always are there, thereabouts. But there's always the odd surprise come in. So it was Potters Bar really last year who came and did very well. So, you know, you can never tell. The first 10 games will be the real sort of like marker where you can look and say, we can see where this league is panning out. So, but Coggeshall, Haybridge, I think those sides will be up there.
For that first game, can you tell me in intricate detail exactly what your tactics are going to be against Felixstowe, so we know how to play against you?
Probably be me starting up front. So I think Davis and Barber won't have a lot of movement to deal with. So that's probably all I'm willing to say. So
okay, so coming up to the start of the season, first game at home to Bury Town. What do you expect from this one, the very first game?
I think it's going to be a good game. Let's be honest, it's probably a local derby that we didn't expect to get so soon, as in the first game of the season. I think, what do we want to get from it? 3 points. I think the squad we've got, the work we've done at the moment is going to be good enough to allow us to go on and get 3 points. It's not going to be an easy game. I think Bury have been in this league for a number of years and so hopefully what we'll have though is that little bit of unknown. Other than cup games, they've not really came across us too often, so we may be able to catch them on the hop of that. But our lads have worked well in pre-season.
And you feel you're strengthened in the summer?
Absolutely. Without a shadow of doubt, the squad we've got now is probably the best squad that we've ever had at Felixstowe as well. With the boys we've got, there's a great blend of experience, youth, and players that have still got a lot to learn as well. So as the season goes on, I can only see the squad getting stronger.
Great, good. And Watty, what about the season in general? Expectations. What would be success?
I think to be competitive and to match sides in that league, we felt the differences we know compared to what we've had last season, that it's going to be every game's you've got to be on the money. Each game's going to be hard. No easy ride in that league at all. It's just expecting the squad to compete with the sides we're going to come up against and put in the performances we can. We had a good test on Saturday against Kempston, same level. So, I mean, we played well first 45 minutes. We've just got to be consistent. Consistency is a big thing.
Yeah. Do you think it's going to make any difference not having so many midweek games this year?
I think, from an injury point of view that we had last year, certainly helps players recover a little bit more, not having so many games. And obviously with a slightly smaller squad this year is what we had, hopefully it'll benefit us. I think.
Yeah, I think it'll give us two things. One, I think there's about 8 or 9 games less in the league this season, which is going to be a huge benefit to us. Because let's be honest, all these boys have got day jobs as well. So when you've got lots of midweek games, it becomes quite a big commitment from that side. But I think the other benefit it's going to give us with having less midweek games, we'll be able to train more. So we'll then be able to be better prepared for the games that we will have on the Saturdays. And that's going to be the key bit for us this season.
Yeah, good. Well, I'm pretty sure the fans are looking forward to this. I think it's going to be a good gate on Saturday, isn't it? It's going to be 500, do you reckon?
I think so. It's my old club, so I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, is it? I didn't know that. Oh, right, okay.
There is my old club. So
cool, great.
It's just some friendly old faces that I know from my days there, so I'm really looking forward to it.
Great. Thanks a lot for your time.